Doors swung open. 4 figures, faces hidden, burst into the sanctuary. It was Thursday evening, April 10th, 2025. Fellowship Baptist Church in Motherwell, South Africa, echoed with the joyful sounds of a community united in faith. But that joy turned to terror in a heartbeat. Pastor Josh Sullivan, a beacon of hope for his congregation, was leading the service. He had poured his heart and soul into this community for 7 years. He never expected this. The intruders, armed and menacing, stormed towards him. Gunfire erupted, shattering the serenity. Screams filled the air as the masked assailants seized Pastor Sullivan. 30 pairs of eyes watched in horror, including those of his wife, Megan, and their 6 children. Their world was collapsing. The assailants bundled Pastor Sullivan into his silver Toyota Fortuner. Tires screeched as they disappeared into the night, leaving behind a scene of chaos and despair. The community was reeling, united in fear and desperate for answers. Josh Sullivan, a 45-year-old missionary from Tennessee, had answered the call to serve in South Africa in 2018. He felt a deep connection to the Xhosa-speaking people of Motherwell. Building a church for them was more than just his mission. It was his passion. Sullivan's dedication to his congregation was unwavering. He was a father figure to many, a source of strength and guidance. His booming laughter and infectious smile were a constant in their lives. Now that light was gone, snatched away in a terrifying instant. Back in Tennessee, Sullivan had served at Fellowship Baptist Church in Maryville since 2012. He had a wife, 6 children, and a community that loved him. They never imagined that his calling would lead to this. The news of his abduction sent shockwaves across 2 continents. His family, friends, and both communities were left grappling with the unthinkable. How could this happen to a man who dedicated his life to spreading love and faith? The South African police responded swiftly to the scene. The case, given its severity, was immediately handed over to the Hawks, the elite unit specializing in organized crime. Time was of the essence. Captain Andre Beetjay of the South African Police and Lieutenant Colonel Avele Fumba of the Hawks assured the public that they were following every lead. The abandoned Toyota Fortuner offered some clues, but Pastor Sullivan's whereabouts remained unknown. The U.S. State Department, alerted to the kidnapping of an American citizen, issued a statement. They were working with South African authorities and prioritizing the safe return of Pastor Sullivan. Days turned into a waking nightmare for Sullivan's family. His mother, Tanya Morton Rinker, revealed their desperate efforts. They were in contact with their congressman and the U.S. Embassy, pushing for answers and action. But one terrifying question remained. Where was Josh? As of April 13th, no ransom demand has been made. The silence is deafening, amplifying the fear and uncertainty. The community of Motherwell, accustomed to looking to Pastor Sullivan for guidance, now grapples with their own vulnerability. Megan Sullivan, her face etched with worry, made a heartfelt plea for her husband's safe return. She expressed gratitude for the outpouring of support and asked for continued prayers. Her strength in the face of unimaginable fear resonated throughout the community. Jeremy Hall, Sullivan's father-in-law and a pastor in the Eastern Cape, bore witness to the horrific abduction. His words echoed the collective sentiment, shock, disbelief, and a desperate yearning for Josh's return. Fellowship Baptist Church, now a symbol of both faith and fear, issued a statement. "We ask for continued prayers for Josh's safe return," it read, a beacon of hope in a time darkened by uncertainty. The community, bound by faith and fear, clung to that hope. They prayed for a miracle. The kidnapping of Pastor Josh Sullivan is a stark reminder of the surge in violence plaguing South Africa. In the past decade, kidnappings have skyrocketed by 264%. This incident, following closely on the heels of another kidnapping in Gqeberha, underscores the escalating danger. South Africa, a nation grappling with high levels of gun violence, averages 33 gun-related deaths daily. The abduction of Pastor Sullivan is a tragic but potent symbol of this crisis. As the investigation continues, the world watches and waits, praying for the safe return of a man who dedicated his life to serving others. And in the hearts of his congregation, a flicker of hope persists, fueled by faith and the unwavering belief in the power